How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, you have time? I can give you one question.
Sure.
Okay. Probably got to go that way just a little bit. So there we go. Steve Walls here with defensive line coach Cullen. How you doing today?
Great to be here, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Have you watched the Kingdom documentary yet?
You know, my wife and kids have had some episodes on, so I've caught some bits and pieces.
Yeah. Now, if you could give one word, the word Kingdom, what would that mean for you?
I mean, it's just that. I mean, this has been a phenomenal experience. One word, the domain. I mean, the Chiefs' Kingdom is it's a special place.
And I've watched some of your defensive guys. Talk about how much this documentary kind of humanizes them and showcases their lives outside of football.
Well, you know, in terms of Chris Jones and George Karlaftis, I mean, it just shows you not only what great players they are, but great people they are.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
No, it's fine. I actually chose it. I don't know. Was the gala where everybody had like flowers on their glasses and stuff? Yeah. Really? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, people had some interesting stuff.
I just wasn't sure how much.
Thank you so much.
Through my head.
I appreciate it. I love both of your references. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. I'm going to do red carpet. But I like it. Yeah. I'm going to try, yeah. Yeah. If I don't. Oh, you're not. Okay. So, our staff picks except me. I picked burgers and stuff, not knowing I would be here with Andy Reid, who's a big burger guy. I'm going to try to get him in our staff.
I think you can bounce around.
Actually, yeah. Great art. Yeah. Me and Sam.
Never had a minor show yet. I didn't know anybody did it besides her.
But we both go through it. But it's I mean, you know, rewrites, or at least at the step that I get to.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, the only thing I remember changing was the Super Bowl, the 1969 Super Bowl. So they won the 1969 Super Bowl in 1970. So we switched the sentence to Super Bowl 4 in 1970.
Sorry, brother.
You did? Wow, cool.
Oh, I thought you meant you watched the repeat. Oh, you watched the real
It's a real thing, right? That's awesome. I got
my God.
That nightmare when they're recording and it's like that. Oh,
Oh yeah. That's
I'm done with my life.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
that's a great question. You think Travis will say, or say the shoes?
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
Yeah, I have the same.
Do you like the spot?
Yeah,
I think it's put the tape down.
Oh yeah.
I hope to be there before the first guy,
Yes. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
This
Yep.
it was good.
Yeah. Oh. There's no way we can actually. That was far away. Yeah. I think that's the best you could get.
Yeah, I had to go through the lines.
Yep. They do like stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be cool. I've heard shockingly little about. Like I know September something 17.
I would not lie to you. So.
I don't know, but they'll do like they'll be tiered from like they're not gonna obviously show the media preview like I hope so.
Well, sure.
But the only other record thing I've done was the same night as the NFL draft. It was cool, but first of all, I mean, very TV. Me and I forget what it was for today's show. I mean, man, not like oh, there's a lot of people Dropbox. Never thought that.
We're gonna have you stop here.
How are you?
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So do you. Yeah. Which one? Yeah, I just bought that today. Yeah, I love that store. They've got so many fun things.
That's a tall ask.
So this has been over a year, and the kingdom is now active. That's the next way.
A deep sense of pride. The fact that everyone gets to enjoy the story that we've all worked so hard on in terms of bringing to life, but really has been generations in the making. It just makes me so happy to see fans all over the world enjoying the story, learning something new fans interested, fans that weren't fans of the Chiefs willing to learn something. So just a really deep sense of pride and enjoy.
Did you learn something new from the series?
I did learn something new. I actually did not realize that his entire kind of upbringing in terms of his parents. I didn't realize the different stops he made right away from coaching. Same thing with Steve Spector. I didn't realize ever know the background of his story, so it was really cool even from an internal perspective to learn more about the people that are in the workers.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about Foolish Club Studios. This is the first project for the new studio that you were the head of.
Yeah, so Foolish Club Studios was created to tell stories about these amazing dreamers on and off the field. And so to get to create and produce The Kingdom as our first project and the name of Lamar Hunt in so many ways is just a really exciting moment for the studio, for the organization, and I think is really starting to unlock everyone's understanding of the types of stories that we took it to tell as we continue to build studios for many years to come.
I found that with my time at the Chiefs so far, everything goes back to Lamar. What do you think he would think about the Kingdom?
I think he would probably be incredibly proud of the story that so many around the world are getting to see. I know we say a lot, or a lot of people say in the documentary that this movement has gone beyond his wildest dreams. So I hope we've made a moment of history come true now.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Cool. Easy. Thank you. See you later. See you there. Good? Yeah. Okay, great. Perfect. I'm just going to go remind you to tell everyone that they have to stop here.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe all the questions I have here now are just all related. But hey, it's I think the most valuable. Yeah. Sure.
Well, also, you're not saying
That's true. They might be excited to hear something different.
I have a feeling they're getting all the same.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna ask.
Yeah. Have they weighed in on that
And they weren't telling me what to do after. Nobody else told me, and I know everything else that I'm not so sure on.
Yeah.
Oh.
You like your pocket three?
It's mine. Yeah, it's my first time like live streaming with it, so no, it's good. It's a game changer.
That was
There's not a way to do it wirelessly. Well, it is, but you gotta be wireless. I can talk about that.
Get in the car. Trust me. Well, literally. That's something we're thinking back. Well,
Oh, yes, yes.
smart course.
I got you.
Right about the actual site. At first, I thought we were only invited to this because it said that. And then they acted like there was something. I'm like, actually, it says you're not. Like, there was no confusion on my part. Like, the actual one said you're not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's weird. Like, is it possible for you to about the experience cases about what's happening? With any interviews. Like, that's what I was about. You're like, oh yeah, everybody's
I just can't
yes, I am going back. That's what I would write.
Yeah, it'd be cool to watch with everybody in the building. I don't know if it's the first time.
I think it's only unless they got it. Oh, level up them? And then they're going to have a
Yeah, I heard that.
You're standing here. Stop it. Yes. No, I saw one.
Right on time.
30.
Oh, I bet not. I bet not.
Okay. And I actually holy snow. So these are so everyone gets not the thank you guys.
I'm like, when are you gonna tell me? Oh yeah. He would.
Cake, yes, cake. That's the so no. I watched all of them. I love actually.
That goes my favorite. Like the person is like, you see it, like, I mean, it's like yeah. It seems like
And I think
Same advice I would give myself right now, still in this industry that, so clearly I didn't clearly I'm not successful. Clearly I'm not like the guys that I know other players when first came get up or any other time, right? But when you do a little thing,
Little like questionnaire, like the name
sit across from them, like I may not be late, but I will connect it.
Although,
That's amazing.
oh God, I couldn't tell you.
Oh Lord. I mean, I think
I was such a big part of mother forever.
yeah, it's like her.
I was just, she mentioned how long and what I was not aware that all day long.
That's why it's like,
I think either one or off or
no, it's like the first issue is like on my invoice it's numbered, that's how it says. I can't believe it's like
You know, like it puts things in perspective, right? Taking this job, yeah, kind of wondering. Went to my old town. No mail, no mail. Not one. Yeah, I was there a year and a half. How are you?
Okay, how you doing? You got some time?
1 second.
Okay. 1 second. All right.
Am I holding?
No, I got it. Steve Walls here with Miss Kimberly Martin, NFL reporter. Talk about the Kingdom. Have you watched the documentary?
I've watched all episodes. I think it's actually fantastic. And I'm not saying that because I'm here. The opportunity to see Andy Reid and some of these players and hear particularly Clark Hunt talk about the history, I don't think for football fans who know the Chiefs are good,
Yeah.
there's a whole tradition and a whole history, with their family that I just think was wonderful to peel back the layers. I've talked to these players enough where they feel like the villains and everybody, they're so good, everybody hates them. But I think you really get a sense of who they are. And it's a group that I don't know how you can't root for them.
Of course. Now, from your perspective, you cover a lot of teams. Talk about this run that this Chiefs team is on.
I mean, just for them to even have been in the position to potentially win 3 Super Bowls in a row. Like, no team had done that. Like, I don't think, there's such an emotional letdown clearly here in this city, right? And for the players. But when you take a step back and just think about every iteration of the Chiefs has been different. Like, the offense has been different. Like, the defense, once wasn't a strength, now was the strength. And Patrick kind of being a consistent thing, and no Tyreek Hill, and what will they be, and all those questions. Like, I think that's impressive. That, to me, is what's impressive about Andy Reid, the head coach, where I am trying to figure out what my players are best at, how do I utilize that, and realize we have to change every single season.
Yeah. Now, if ESPN made a documentary about reporters, what would your
Nobody
title
would watch that.
be?
Ooh, habitual line stepper. No, you know why I say that? Because when I covered the Jets, the PR staff, that was their affectionate nickname for me.
Okay.
Or blow dart. Like they'd be like, "Oh, what's Kimberly up to?" No, I just think I'm just myself. So
Yeah.
habitual line stepper, like you push the line a little bit, but you do it with smile, so
Of
nobody
course.
can be mad.
I mean, you talk about being yourself. How important is it for this documentary to cover the inside of these players' lives and kind of humanize them?
I think you said the word humanize. I think why I love covering football is that you don't see their faces.
Yep.
So as a reporter, if you do the job right, you're
course.
able to make guys who people for whatever reason want to make them one-dimensional. You get to show they are three-dimensional people with lives outside of here, interests outside of here, but also football players are supremely smart. They're so intelligent. And that's what I love about this. We get the behind the scenes, the bonds, the friendships, and the grind, like what it actually takes to get this far, I think is really impressive.
Give me your, I guess, your prediction for this year, NFL wise.
You just want to know if I think the Chiefs are going to go.
No. You can give me. Look, you can give me AFC or NFC, or actually give me both. One team from both. Super Bowl.
You know what's funny? Every year I feel like people are waiting for it to be Josh Allen's turn or Lamar's turn, and I feel like when I came here in June to talk to the guys about the Kingdom, and I remember talking to them about how badly it rocked them that they lost the way they did.
Of course.
And Andy Reid wanted to see them, how they would return in the offseason. Coaches, players alike. Like, are you committed to figuring out how you can get better? And I think getting punched in the face was a great thing for them.
Wow.
But honestly, I think they came back with a different resolve. I think a lot of players talked about, the offseason was different. We're like more focused. And I don't know, until somebody knocks off Patrick, I'm not going to say the Chiefs are dynasty dead in the water, all that. Like, I think I could easily see them in the Super Bowl again.
Of course, you've been around NFL a long time. You remember back in not long ago in 2020 when the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady, and they seemed like they came back with a lot of fire.
That's the thing. Every time they lose, every time pass pros an issue, they figure it out. And that, you know what I mean? And that's what, again, credit to Andy Reid. What doesn't work, we're going to make it work the next year. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if that butt kicking, kind of fuels them all year too.
Okay. So I expect to hear that same all the way through.
Listen, you can hear me on First Take and I'll say those things. Yeah, because I believe it. I think people want to prematurely write off the Chiefs. And just because you think timing wise, they can't sustain it. Until they prove to you that they can't sustain it, like, let's watch it unfold.
Cool. I appreciate you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You take care, honey.
All right, you too.
So there's a guest line, and you just go to the right inside.
Yeah, you. Oh, I mean.
Yell at me.
There's fresh, and then there's.
I appreciate
And then there's another level.
How you doing?
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You can pull that off. I don't think I can.
You could. You could.
Okay, I need to find my family.
What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. I'm good. I appreciate it.
I made a fool of myself talking to him, and I realized I was playful. I'll try to.
Oh, we want to do that. What's this?
Yeah? He's a little taller.
So, how are you?
Great, how you doing? We're good. Yep, that's him right there. I don't know how many other places he's stopping.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oops. Yeah.
I got questions. Come down there. Maybe a couple here.
You'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. I want to get that Taylor Swift in for she did yesterday.
Trying to run back and forth. The lady told me I can get prepared. So,
There's two.
Hi. You look wonderful. Thank you. Will you stand on the fence there? This is what we're figuring out about each year. So I want to get No, it was great. Everybody was happy with it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was our second one. That's right. Yeah, that just went today. So we're picking it up. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to have you sort of tell us about, making a series with Taylor Swift around. How did that go? Was she involved? Was she supportive?
She was incredibly supportive, as she is with anything Kansas City Chiefs. The series was more about the team than pursuit of history. But obviously she's supportive of the community
Because someone brought the fashion. You look phenomenal.
Thank you. Can I get a couple with you?
Steve Walls here with my guy Kareem Hunt. Kareem, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. Just enjoying myself.
Have you checked out the documentary at all?
I checked out a few episodes. I didn't watch the whole thing yet.
Of course, you're a part of
it.
Yeah. Now, what is the legacy of this Chiefs team mean to you?
It means a lot. Like, I know everything they did to, get to where they are. 3 Super Bowls, like, been multiple Super Bowls. Like, I know all the hard work they put into. So, like, it means a lot.
Now, if there was a soundtrack that went to this documentary, what would be your song?
I would say like Many Men.
Many Men?
Yeah, like or it's a, you know what I mean? Like I'm back. I got to come back after being, doing it. But which was, one of those situations I should have handled better. But like, Many Men would definitely be.
Yeah.
When you count it out,
yeah,
man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate my dude.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Travis turned 80 and but after that, I was so
You do the Taylor Swift dance all the time to say her name. I'm not it. Okay. Yeah. Tell me about, the series is about the Chiefs, but obviously Taylor Swift is one of the biggest fans of the Chiefs right now. How do you incorporate that into the series?
Can't keep my glasses to start. Keep recording.
How do you control them?
So it was really cool to be able to share that.
Tell me one more thing. Obviously, it stopped last season last year, but it's so much deeper. It's so much more about Lamar's legacy and the strength of the team. How did you balance the modern day with the past and connect it all together?
It's really interesting because there are very few organizations in all of sports where the original founder and owner still lives in the organization. And every single time I just can't without even bringing it up, it was and that was kind of still organization. And it's been continued through second chances this philosophy of coach. So it's really special.
What do you think Lamar would think of the series?
I hope he would be proud. Even especially like episode 3, about kind of the organization. Obviously, I'm the father of that, but it's been pretty cool to see the entire whole family reaction. Good to see you. Seeing obviously have a sense of pride for what their dad's accomplished, and it's been important.
Sorry, I keep saying one more question, but you told me you were the daughter of Coach. How did that help you relate, especially Coach Reed, in your interview with working with him?
I know what it's like to read an article about your dad in the paper asking for his job. I know what it's like to be on a school bus and have people say you have stuff. That's a real thing, and most kids can relate to that, and I do think it helped me kind of break down those walls with Coach Reed and his life too. I understand where they're coming from. I kind of understand their journey, and I think we were able to kind of reach a level of trust at an early stage that maybe I wouldn't be able to do had I not had my background.
Did you learn something about Coach you didn't know going in?
He is so smart and so well-rounded. I mean, he says in the doc that, he was the child of a scientist and an artist. And I think that really does shape who he is as a man. He's a very self-aware person. I think there's so much more to him than football and access.
Pretty good. I was looking, I'm like, okay, I know you from somewhere. Yeah, how are you? Good. Are you still with KC?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you? Good to see you.
Say that for the seventh year, like
everyone around. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is wild. I want to say I came there when she first started.
Yeah.
Nice. It is good. I was good.
Yeah. I mean, I
my friend.
Nice to see you. A whole other job.
Pitching is an interview.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to service out to YouTube.
Perfect.
All good.
You got to send all the cards?
Yeah, I will.
There you go. Yeah, like me.
Okay, sweet. I'm saying a couple years. Maybe a year before they start transitioning out of classes.
Talk to me about your kingdom. We were involved pretty much since day one. How did this all come about?
So what are you doing outside of
Well, I mean, it all came about in sort of 2 different tracks, right? Like, I grew up in Kansas City. My company, Working Pictures, tells sports stories for a living. And like, we wanted to tell the story of the Kansas City Chiefs. They're the most incredible franchise in football right now, and all sports, and the stories of that team we wanted to bring to life. Separately, the Chiefs were on this incredible journey of won 2 straight Super Bowls. They were about to embark on trying to do something no other team had ever done, which is win a 3 straight Super Bowls. Mark decided to figure out how to tell that story and use this moment really to bring to life the one straight franchise. So we met, talked, and figured out the best way to bring it to life. here we are a year later.
Yeah, the inside of a lot of these.
Talk to me about your young self and what you would think standing here.
Yeah, what the problems are going to be.
In 1990, that I would be here on a run that is unlike any run any other teams that I know. This is like a moment for me as a sports fan, but then also as a storyteller.
Wait, I like that. Good. How you doing?
And I think it's
you too.
Hey, it's
everything good? Good.
So long. For them to now be this
You are a legend in the world of stories. But this one, I feel like it goes so much deeper about the
Gold button guy.
balance of all the pieces.
It's just fun. Got the work done. In this case, we
Hey, Dave, how you doing? I'm good.
Bye.
All of these things that are embodied in this team and the culture of this team, and then sort of tell the character stories, and they all live in that. That's sort of when you kind of start with the thesis of, we think we understand how these organizations operate, how this organization runs, and then you go actually spend time
Good to see you too, man.
and it turns out that a lot of what you thought is right, that's amazing. If it's all right, then you haven't done your job. Because you want to discover something along the way. But, for us, the balance here was playing a past and present. And, we wanted to use the 2024-2025 season as the sort of through line of the story, and then find the moments, go back in time, and bring them up until Andy Reid to bring the story to life and start to understand how you get here, how Patrick Mahomes get here. And then giving people that context makes them root for them or root against them or at least understand in a deeper way what they're watching. And that's all about human beings. It's not about the action of the field.
Yeah. So, it's about a coach, it's about Patrick, it's about Travis, but there's a fourth character, which is self. And you touched on it, this community. Talk to me a little bit about that. That's someone who's also from there.
Well, I think the sports teams here mean so much. And, I think the Chiefs are good, the Royals are good. Everybody stands up a little straighter and holds their head a little higher and takes such pride in it because people who grow up here love this place and then often feel like it's overlooked, right? And so the Chiefs are this sort of living, breathing embodiment of this community and the excellence, right? And then for me, as someone who doesn't live here anymore, they're a link to home, right? It's like the way I feel connected to this place. I watch a Chiefs game every Sunday, and I raised them as Chiefs fans. I made them root with me.
I don't know if
they didn't grow up here, but they feel connected.
He's around town. Okay. Okay. What are you doing here?
Teams and communities can do is they really build that whole sense of togetherness.
I love that. Did you learn something from the series?
Do you have a focus for writing, or is it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, and I've been privileged to tell a lot of documentaries about sports. The story about Brett Veach and his daughter on draft day, drafting Patrick Mahomes, is maybe the greatest, sort of most touching story we've ever sort of uncovered, right? Because so like I love little moments like that. But then for the part for me like that felt so special was telling Andy's story, and Andy's head coach the Chiefs, and yet I'm not sure that people really understand sort of who he is as a human being and as a man and what he stands for beyond the sort of he's a great coach. And so that part of it I've learned a lot. I hope everybody watched it learns a lot because he's a really remarkable guy. His values are so important to building the culture of this team. Unfortunately, that's my favorite part. The first 30 minutes were so good.
Last question, coming into Lamar.
What a great question. I hope you would love it. I mean, I knew Lamar's story. I've always wanted to tell Lamar's story. It's really hard to tell a story about something that happened 50 years ago. So this vehicle of within the context of this team gave us the ability to go back and talk about what an innovator he was. I mean, this is the godfather of modern sports, right? Not just the modern NFL, but so many things he did created the sports culture we live in now. That said, he's a really likable guy. And part of the reason people don't know is because he didn't tell people. And so, I mean, how would he have felt about it? I mean, he may have been a little embarrassed that we're making such a big deal about him, but he deserves it. So, it's a really cool part of this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank
So
you.
fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yes, you got mentioned.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I really started walking there. I'm usually on the side sometimes. I never happened. Sometimes I get jumped up on it. Yeah, not that far ahead, but I think usually, it's the same brand.
I'll probably get my share.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, that's good.
Something tells me I have some. I don't know what it is.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Good to see you.
I think you should
Have fun.
You too.
See you later. Bye.
Okay, cool.
Got like ceiling account I just wanted to make sure he makes yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm sure there's something I want to put up with. I'm going to be track.
My favorite part of the series was when Mark was in Sicily. Lamar could dream, but I don't think he could dream this big. That was And then it's a big chance.
Just gave me chills. But when you think about it, he was so creative, so imaginative, so hopeful.
Fantastic.
I wanted to grab Mark.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
How are you?
So powerful.
I'm in a great job. He said that. The kingdom is finally out in the world. What are you hearing from fans? What's the reaction? Anything surprising you?
Not surprising me as much as really grateful for the reception. When you're putting something together like this, you hope people are going to see what you want them to see. The fact that they really gravitated towards how cool it was to see the image of the time. And not just the organization, but also the communities.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because everybody knows, Patrick and Travis are friends, but in this series, you actually get to see that friendship, I think, at a deeper level. Why was that important for you, the team, to showcase?
Well, we want to give people an insider look, and that's part of it. They are really good partners. They have a lot of fun. I mean, it makes it fun to travel. And then plus, and when you travel with the team, when you leave that point of that, you need that comfort to be able to know you
Talk to me a little bit about Coach. Episode 2 really learned a lot about Coach that I think people might not have thought they knew him and didn't, and that episode's so poignant and powerful. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, Gabby and I really see Tammy and Coach, and know them, and you've seen all the things you've seen. I was really one of the first. What we actually created was seeing what a lot of people's favorite. When you think about the episode, seeing those so nicely.
Patrick is also a fellow executive producer on the project. Talk to me a little bit about that. Why was that? Why was his role on that level also important to the project?
Yeah, I think it's really important to him as he continues to build his business. Let's see what some of the greats have done for him, and he wants to do that. This is another project. It was an easy decision for us.
So you decide to make this series almost at about the same time you gain a new fan, but not just a new fan, probably the most famous woman in the world. Talk to us a little bit about having Taylor Swift as a fan of the Chiefs.
Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you.
Obviously, Taylor, that was one of the things we considered when we were talking to both words and pictures, and just clear about the project. We are going to it's not easy sometimes. We try to do the best we can.
When you look at the series, there's there's a lot of focus on Coach and Patrick and Travis, but I feel like there's a fourth character, which is the city of Kansas City. Why was that important?
I think one of the things that truly makes it feel like a
said it before.
Unique
But down.
Doesn't matter. Win, loss, win, we wanted to celebrate that. That was important. I'm happy to see the trade that wanted to get into it, but also to see them part of the
Did you learn anything new in the making of the series or in watching the cuts as they were coming together?
We all learned something, right? I mean, you go back to that far, the history of it all. Tomorrow was
Talk to me a little bit about Foolish Club Studios. You launched a new venture, which is one of the producers of The Kingdom. Why was that an important step for the Chiefs to do?
You know, when we came out of the Hallmark movie, we went into that happened.
Yeah, that's what I've learned.
And what you have to do,
Thank you, I appreciate that.
once we realized that we didn't have we need to look at other things. That was we're gonna surprise some people in the studio. Those stuff studios can
Well, that's awesome. All right, last question. What do you think Lamar would think of The Kingdom?
I think Lamar
They built technology for him to perceive what's going on the basketball court specifically. And yeah, so that could have been I was
one of the best things I have in my office is usually the auditions. You don't reach the highest
yeah.
And I was what he felt.
Yeah.
Well, freedom is
Well, that was one of the other things I kind of took away from the series is obviously you want to win on the field, but there's a lot of ways to win, and I feel like that comes across in the series too. Can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, we're very competitive, right? There's so many of us that know about we want to be best we can do, and know that being the best we do supports that team as we're measuring so we feel like we're doing a lot of things,
Any predictions for the upcoming season you want to make?
I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited to start this off and be on the worldwide stage again. The NFL is just unbelievable. It's so powerful. And to be in a really humbling, but it's also
Well, I do find that football is one of the great unifiers because we're all so divided right now, but this sport brings people from all walks of life and now all around the world together. Why? Did you ever imagine that when you started in this sport years and years ago? Did you see it getting to this level?
I think I've evolved over the years, like playing the sport for as long as I do, to realize that it is a big unifier on that team. I think we realize that there are a lot of different people. We're all different. We may have different beliefs, or we may have to make this successful. And I think that continues to grow.
My kids enjoyed watching Disney Plus.
What do they think? I know they're older.
Yeah.
We love the players. They know the stories, but then to see them tell and read. It's special.
We didn't start with the most important point. You look gorgeous this evening. That's all I got. Yeah, of course. No problem. Nice to see you. Yeah, see you inside. Oh,
okay. Oh, yeah,
Luke, did you want to?
Sorry. We do Steve and then Katie. So a couple quick things.
Hey, how are you?
Just all good.
No worries. I just want to talk to you for a second. The camera's right here. Mark, let's talk about The Kingdom, the documentary. What all went into putting this on?
A lot. Probably the first thing was the guts to do it, right? It's amazing to be here and to have seen the 6 episodes and to tell the stories that we told, not only of that last season, but also the history of this franchise. But the guts part was, you're sitting in a meeting in late summer and are we going to really do this, right? Because you got to open yourself up to, like, this season, we have no idea how it's going to go.
Of course.
Right. And so we made the commitment that we're going to tell the story. That's one of the really important parts of the whole process was we wanted to tell both stories, track the season, but also tell the history of this franchise and really focus on the innovation and the impact that Lamar had on this entire sport and how all these people benefited from that. And to do it with that lens and then have the season going on the way it did was a pretty powerful combination.
No, it kind of humanizes people, right? Like it humanizes the players and lets you into, internally see their lives and your life and things like that. So how important was that when you guys first thought about doing this?
I think it's one of the best things about the whole series is that our fans, whether they're avid or whether they're brand new, are going to see a side of our organization, of our individuals that they probably wouldn't have seen. Especially the players, right? You see them on ESPN highlights and you see them, Monday Night Football and you see them on the field being interviewed after a game.
Of course.
And you don't realize that they're humans and they got families. And, we spend a lot of time on airplanes during the season and you get home at 2 a.m. and you go home and your kids they want to see you, right?
They do.
And it's part of life and you got to figure out how to balance all that. And I thought that this did a really good job of showing that. I was really grateful that so many of our guys were so vulnerable and allowed the cameras to not only see it, but also when they spoke to it, see the emotion side of it.
And what does this do for the Chiefs brand as a whole? Because it's worldwide.
Yeah, I mean it's another amazing opportunity that we've taken advantage of to really continue to grow our fan base globally. And that's one of the reasons we chose Disney Plus and ESPN. They have the ability to put this program worldwide.
Of course.
For those in the U.S., on Tuesday night, you're turning on ESPN and you're seeing our show.
Of course.
That's amazing. Now, factor that by 10 times when you talk about it's on every major streaming service that you can watch worldwide. So we're gonna gain a lot of fans who are gonna have a really interesting understanding of this franchise as they become fans.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a lot of fans who've been fans forever are going to see another side of this organization they probably didn't know about.
Of course. Now, Kansas City has taken on the name of, Chiefs Kingdom, and this documentary is called The Kingdom.
Yeah.
What does the kingdom exactly mean to you?
I think the kingdom builds from Lamar, right? Because he wanted to be middle of America's team.
Right.
We've always looked at the kingdom as the 6-state region. I think the kingdom now is worldwide, and it's part of. If you're a fan of the Chiefs, you're part of our family and you're part of this kingdom. Right. And we want you to be a part of it. And we want to create opportunities where you can become part of this kingdom. Not everyone's going to be able to get to a game at GHA,
of course,
right?
Of course.
Not everyone's going to be able to see every single game if they're in Peru or Chile or the Far East.
Right.
But there are opportunities to become part of this kingdom. And we're very welcoming. And that sort of comes from our base of Kansas City being a very welcoming place to be, and the people being, the kind of fans that want other fans to experience what it's like to be at Arrowhead.
Yeah. Now, for fans that have not watched the documentary yet, what would you tell them to entice them? Like, hey, go watch it.
You're going to see a side of this team that you've never seen before. I'm confident you're going to learn something about this franchise you didn't know before you watched this, and I think you're going to learn more about our players and our coaches. They're going to probably make you even bigger fans.
I appreciate you, Mark.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
I just wanted to say
Good
hello.
to see you again.
Hi, I'm Damien.
Damien?
Yes,
Nice
with
to
an
meet
X.
you.
So your daughter doesn't have
No
a
time.
It's one of my favorite things.
Thank
So
you.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. The best part about that is it started in Vancouver.
oh,
Yeah, it was a big deal. Yeah.
I told Kendra when we finally got here, I reminded her that my hand was you guys at Damien.
So I know all about the Mandela.
Casey.
I have been like, how do I not know her? Yeah.
Like a photo?
I'd love it, yeah.
I'll do that. And I can send it to you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, whatever. This is fine. Whatever. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe. Go ahead. Here we go. Yeah, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
So step on your glasses. Not my shoes.
Congrats on everything you've done. I have watched the Super Bowl for the last 2 years in Mexico City and Rio. And to have fans like all over the world be there and be like close. It's the coolest experience. It makes me really proud of you. So, what you've done.
Andy and I talked about when we first got here. We just do our job halfway well. We have a big impact.
That's not good.
Friday, good night. Coaches just tell me in the offseason they go to travel all over. Every coach goes back to the story about something. Now I can't believe this guy's.
Like I felt there.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right.
Oh, no.
Where are you?
Yeah, thanks. Very good to meet you. Very good to finally meet you.
Katie, good to see you.
I can do it in 5. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Chris, nice to see you.
Chris, good to see you.
How's it going?
It's going great. What a beautiful evening we got.
I know, thanks for having me. So I'm doing Chiefs. It's the we're in Minnesota South. Oh, okay. So that's what this is. There's an X. You can take one step back. Yeah, awesome. So the Kingdom has been out for 10 days. What's the reaction you've getting? What are you hearing from fans?
I've heard from so many friends and fans who've had a chance to watch it out. First of all, how much they're enjoying how much they're enjoying learning about the history of the organization and learning about the great individuals that made that the 2024 team to achieve where they are prepared for. It really gets the men excited.
The series does such a great job of focusing, featuring last season, but also honoring and presenting the incredible legacy and history of this team. Why was that important to you?
Yeah, that was really something that Virgin Pictures increased with. They didn't want to do just a documentary on last year. They thought it was important to capture the full 6+. That was really the first thing he thought about when he thought about the Chiefs or the National Football League. And in fact, the Chiefs Kingdom, of course, is the inspiration of the name docket series. And so it was important for us as a franchise to go through accountability. I think that's that process.
I'm curious, what do you think your dad was happy? I think he would absolutely love it. Not like all the dependence on him. Where he's credited for training. But I think he's doing it. Yeah. I think we love how we have the especially all from our past and their home. I think that's one of the
I love that the series also features sort of people like you and Mark, and who don't always get the spotlight in a documentary series like this. They're so pivotal behind the scenes. Did they convince you to get you to be in the series?
Well, I'll say going in, I didn't understand how much I was going to be in the series. I would say, well, if I'm in it that much, it's going to say. So I thought Words and Pictures did a great job of letting us tell the story of Kansas City Chiefs, both history back in the 60s and 70s, but also
I also love the off-the-field interactions with these players, especially Patrick. Insight that you don't get to see. Talk a little bit about that, those parts of the series.
I thought that was really special. We occasionally get to see photos and his wife, but this really showed that interacting, with those kids. A lot of the time while he was also training, which I thought was really interesting. We got to learn a little bit about Chris Jones and his family. Again, something we don't see very much. And then, of course, Travis has been a whole lot of attention on his life off the field, and we got a little bit more insight into that, and that was fun to see.
Talk to me a minute about Taylor. The fans are so important, and without even asking for it, you ended up getting the most famous person in the world as a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Talk to me about having her as a member of the kingdom.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're so delighted that she and Travis have such a special relationship, and that's the most important thing. It certainly has had an impact on our fan base. From the day that she literally walked through Arrowhead a couple of seasons ago, our fan base has grown over 100%. A big part of that growth has been females. I'll take that. A lot of that to Taylor. So we're delighted to have her as a fan. She's awesome.
If fans take one thing away from the series,
that little we have a lot of special people not only with the team, but
awesome. That's a good place to end. Thank
you
so much.
Right.
Awesome
Thank
to
you.
meet you. Yeah, thank you. You too. Yeah. I'm just going to say, but
Sorry about it. Restaurant? I'm a foodie, so I have a lot of different restaurants. I'd say Paros. Nice sauce. Right,
Pull that for you.
I know the chef.
As much as you need to.
I saw Well, you kind of lived it, so it's like it's interesting because like okay, I know it's about to happen, and all that. Usually when you watch like a movie or like that, you don't really know what's gonna happen. For me, I did, so it was pretty cool. It was cool. It was awesome. I wish it ended a little bit differently, but I love it. So a couple more. I see it every day. See him every day. Maybe it's 4%. Right over here for me. Right over here. Perfect. I like the part.
George, how you doing, man? I get a couple with you real quick.
Yeah, let's do it quick.
Cool. Steve Walls here with George Karloftis. George, just talk about this documentary. Have you watched it already?
I have, yeah. This is awesome.
I know you lived it, but when you watched it for the first time, what were your initial thoughts?
Just kind of watching it, watching the first episode, it's like, all right, I know what's going to happen. I've been a part of it and all that stuff. So it was a little weird just kind of being a part of it, just watching yourself and all that. But it was really cool. It was awesome and a very cool project to be a part of.
Now, the name of it is, of course, The Kingdom. Mm-hmm. What does the Chiefs Kingdom mean to you?
They asked me that before. It's about family. It starts with the Hunt family and what Lamar started now with with the whole family involved. Really, it's awesome. There's a legacy, there's a tradition, and I'm honored to be a part of it. So
now, if one of your teammates was going to have a watch party for this, who would be the person that would have the watch party?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's
think it'd be Chris.
Maybe it's Chris. Yeah, maybe it's Chris. Who knows?
I appreciate you, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Super paper pack.
Oh, really? It's really dark in there. A lot of people. So I did a story on Oh, yeah, I think you think it was there's multiple rooms. All these products were on there. I bought a journal. It's like leather bound.
Yeah.
Having the best time?
Working hard.
One more time.
Yeah, don't fall.
Are you more of a listener?
Yeah.
Yep. I can tell with your
How are you?
I'm good.
I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
chic.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna make it back. Do.
Okay.
Okay, well, so that's good to know too.
I don't know if he's going to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good to know that you had that because I think whatever it is. Yeah, good.
Yeah, right here.
Hey, bro. How you doing?
How you doing? Patrick, Chris, this is our spot.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. You too. Welcome.
You want me to stay right here?
Yeah, please. Tell me when we're good. Thanks for doing this. So you're an executive producer on the film. Why was that important to you?
You know, I wanted to be a part of it. You know, I can't see such a special place for me, and I have such a love for documentaries, especially sports documentaries. I was super interested in it, and they were kind enough to let me be a part of the executive producer position. So it's really cool to see behind the scenes, and not only see how they made, but see how it comes together. I mean, there's so many little steps that make this great documentary, and I'm super proud of how they did it.
Is there something in the series that you learned about the team that you didn't know before?
Definitely some of the history. You know, I thought I knew everything. Like, I thought I knew everything about Lamar Hunt and Clark Hunt and how the Chiefs got to Kansas City and how they became the franchise that they are today. But still learn things. I mean, going and playing in Germany and connecting that to when we went back to Germany and the Berlin Wall. Our game in Germany and Frankfurt. I mean, it was really cool to see the little details of how the Kansas City Chiefs became what we are today.
And talk to me a little bit about the friendships that the series dives into. Because, you know, we know you're friends with Travis, but in the series, we actually really see it. Why was that important to show?
I think it shows the character of the team and the chemistry of the team and how this thing works. It's not about just great players. It's about the great relationships that we have on and off the field and how much everyone truly cares about each other. And so I think that's how you become the team and the franchise that we are.
And your family. We get to see a lot of your family in the series, too. You have a baby in the middle of filming the series. What was that like?
It was really cool, you know, just being able to open up and show my kids and something that they'll be able to see for the rest of their lives. And it's like how in the documentary, you can see my little clips of me growing up at the baseball field and seeing my kids and how they grew up in the Kansas City and in the Chiefs Kingdom. I think it's going to be special for them to see as they get older, and hopefully they can make a documentary about themselves one day.
Last question. What do you think Lamar would think of the series?
Lamar Hunt, I think he would be super appreciative. I think this was his vision, you know, to be a great franchise, but even a better people. And I think Kansas City has really embraced that, and the players have embraced that. And it's why it's called the Kingdom, not the Chiefs, because it's about the whole Kansas City Kingdom and Chiefs Kingdom and how it all comes together to make Kansas City such a special place.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Really?
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for me?
Wow.
Yeah. That was fun. That little girl is amazing. She gets yeah.
Where are all of these people? Did you get anything to eat with them?
See you in there.
You got the.
Oh, when I was running the camera. That's the only reason that they don't.
Are you?
That's the only reason that they don't stop. Otherwise, they would. Yeah, right.
We'll figure out. Otherwise,
Hi. Good. How's it going? Good work, Gene. I have one more interview to do. Yeah. Here. But you can get a screen to the studio. I took the interview.
But like,
Yeah, sorry. I can tell you all about burgers later.
It's giddy up, man.
This is our pool camera, coach, so it goes to everybody.
Chris, how are you, Coach? Very nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping here. Tell me when we're good. One little step up, I think. Right where that X is. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the premiere of The Kingdom. Tell me, the show's been out for about 10 days. What are you hearing from fans and people about the series?
Yeah, Chris. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things, and that it's been so well done. They've enjoyed every minute of it. There's one thing to say: the first one to the second one, and some folks have all the way up through the last one, the sixth one. But they just said it's constantly great entertainment. To learn how the Chiefs operate, I think.
Tell me about episode 2. Dives a lot into you, and it's actually my favorite episode. How did you feel when you first watched it?
Yeah, because I'm not as much into me. I live it, so my pleasure came in watching it for everybody else and what they were doing, the parts that they had in it. But I mean, listen, it was well done. They did a great job of setting everything up, and I thought my hat was off.
The series also does a great job. You know, Travis and Patrick and Chris are not just friends on the field; they're friends off the field. And it's one thing to hear it; it's another to see it. The series really shows that. Did that come across the way you had hoped?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and they are. I mean, these guys are so close. It's neat to see when they get back together and they haven't been around each other for a little bit. And the friendships that have developed over the years and through the competition and the camaraderie of the team. And that's what it's all about. So that's the best part of the segment.
I've been talking to people, you know, you're one of the main characters, so is Travis, so is Patrick, but so is the city of Kansas City. Why was it important for them to be so prominently featured?
Yeah, maybe most of all Kansas City, right? Maybe that's a big part. Without Kansas City, we don't have Travis, Patrick, or myself in the Hunt family. I mean, that story is something special. It goes back to Lamar Hunt and
his reporters. I'm curious. I don't know.
You know what's taking place since how it's grown.
Yeah.
So Clark has done a phenomenal job expanding where his father started into this beautiful thing. So,
Last question. What do you think Lamar would think of tonight in the series?
He'd probably be very humble. He was a humble guy and a great human being. He'd be flattered that all of this is going on. And I would probably tell you very similar to Clark. Their personalities, I think, are very similar that way. So they're humble guys. And they appreciate everything. And on the back end of that, they work like crazy to make sure it's done the right way.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Okay.
We're done, right? I got it. And then
All those guys are like animals out there.
I'm gonna ask her if this is it, then we can just go inside.
Yeah, you can get on everything. I'll walk around. Do you have audio? Yeah.
Well, we still have 30 minutes, so somebody might show up. Close the 8.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm going to go run.
All right, I'll meet you in there.
So, probably not, because it's like the couple hours is 7 to 8, and then they go in for screening at 8. So, I mean, there could be, but I'm guessing. I mean, it's just which players would, like, wanted to, like, coffee. Yeah, exactly. So, right, and there's nothing to get us inside. So the actual screening,
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I'm good. I'm clean for the night.
You're good now?
I might take the rest of the night off.
Yeah, you're Steve. Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Dana. Nice to meet you. Yes, you guys do have a ticket. Did you get the email with the ticket to watch the screening? What did the email say? Can you find it? It's a ticket because we are allowed to watch the screening. There's no filming inside. There's no filming. There's no, anything like that. But you can go in and watch it if you want to watch it. You're welcome to do that. It should be an email, and then I think you have to go into the Chiefs app and download it. But I didn't. Yeah, did you? That I know. So what it is, so the actual ticket though came from events. So search in your for events at Chiefs. Let's see. Events at Chiefs. Events. Yes. Yeah, so it comes in as Chiefs events, like that. Subject line is so if you just search for Chiefs events, it comes as anything from that. And also it's going to be a lot of spam. Then Chiefs PR, Chiefs Communications, nothing that says Chiefs events. What about in your spam? In your junk mail? They'll say this: the Kingdom screening, manage your tickets.
All right, I'm going to be inside
Okay.
where people could.
Okay, that sounds good.
Chris, did you get anything?
I just got an email a few days ago and the one today.
Do you guys want to go in and watch the screening? You do. Do you have the Chiefs app downloaded? You guys go to the Chiefs app. It's like that. The Chiefs app. Yeah, download the app first. And then did you check your spam mail? Yeah, because what the events department sent out all these screening tickets. So once you open the Chiefs app, you have like a sign in. For now, click tickets at the bottom. Anything come up in there? Click access your tickets. Sign in. Then you can sign in at Ticketmaster using the email that using the email that we have for you. That's your work email. See, mine didn't work. I had to sign up for a different Ticketmaster account. You might have to do that. Depending on what you... Okay, there. Okay, so view tickets. See if this is the screening or your parking. There. Screening, Kingdom screening, view ticket. Yeah, that's it. So just do that. So do the same thing. Did you download the app? Yeah, so you have it. I know. It's so annoying. I feel like Ticketmaster always like the Ticketmaster element of it. It blocks some of the emails.
No worries.
Okay, so show that ticket. You can go in. You can't bring any cameras. I mean, or just no filming. So if you guys put all your stuff away. But yeah, it starts at 8:15 basically. So you got like 30 minutes if you want to go in. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
So yeah, you guys can go in and watch it.
Okay. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching. Steve Walls here, the W Show, Sideline Sports Talk Network. Remember, like us on all social media platforms. You can watch us and listen to us on 100.1 FM. Like my social media at Steve Walls KC, at the W Show KC. We're getting ready to go inside for the screening of ESPN The Kingdom. So make sure, check out all of our content. We'll load more interviews up as the night goes. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Thank you.
Well, try to download the app first.